Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Yeah, you know that, don't you? You know. That's why you've tuned in. I'm going to put this on members area. It's video number 7 of 10 for this month. 10 extra videos for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining our members area. Few exciting things in the pipeline, especially next week. I think is it 29th. We're going to be filming something on 29th that's a bit different. Hopefully that'll go out this month or 1st of July. But it's all good, baby. Interesting 24 hours with channel. Very interesting, but no videos are getting took down and we're moving forward. That's all I'm going to say on the issue. We're moving forward, we're giving opinions. It's all very well giving an opinion about Frank Warren and Eddie Earn, Mick Hennessy shows, MTK and that, but when we give opinions about other people's shows, it doesn't seem to go down too well. I don't know why that is, but maybe I might have been harsh on other promoters, but the point I want to make is this. The show must go on. Nobody's going to stop me. Nobody's going to stop what I'm doing with this channel. Nobody. I'm too determined, I'm too sober, and I'm too strong-willed. All right? Spent 10 years in jail, 20 years on drugs. So I wasted 30 years of my life. So it's time to do something constructive, something that I'm good at. All right? And I think I'm good at doing this. All right? I'm pretty fearless. I'm good with numbers. I know my boxing. That's just how it is. If people don't like it, tough. But I want to thank them people that have helped me with this channel. They know who they are. We haven't been mentioning their names. And we're moving forward. And there's exciting things happening behind the scenes. There ain't enough hours in the day. I mean, 8:15 now. You know, I'd normally be going to bed now. Back in the day, I'd just be crawling in bed after doing 6 hours like that, looking through blinds, thinking that it were on top, even though it weren't. But them days are gone. Where can we start now? This DAZN and Sky thing. I've had a think about it, and I've spoken to a few people close to me that I trust. I can see shortly some people, you know, your Dave Caldwells, people like that, ringing Sky up and saying, "Hey, up, it's Dave. Just want to let you know that, you know, we haven't got an exclusive with DAZN, and that we're open to, you know, putting our fighters on Sky. If that's all right with you." I can see that happening behind the scenes if it hasn't already happened. All right, that's what will happen. And looking at it from the Sky point of view, this is how I look at it. Do you seriously think John Wishausen and that Ben Sholem are going to trust anything with with Bean? Do you think Adam Smith, aka Bean, do you think they're going to tell him anything? No. Not when he's got one of his feet in the matchroom camp, because the reason it all blew up in Sky's face, they gave Eddie Earn an exclusive. Adam Smith had too much of a personal relationship with Eddie Earn. I know because I've heard back. I get to hear things that nobody gets to hear. People want to tell me things because they want stuff out there. And I weigh it up. I'm not going to be used by people, but I do weigh things up. And if I put something out there, I believe that person. If I don't believe you. I weigh it up. I look at the pros and cons. Now, if you look at Adam Smith's interview the other day, when he described John Wishausen, he didn't give him any compliments. And then at the end of the interview, he went, "Yeah, good boxing man, John Wishausen." It were forced. That compliment. Because that looks like Bean's on the outside. They're going to wheel Bean out when they need him at Sky, but Bean made a fatal mistake at Sky. He got too close to Matchroom. Barney Francis did the same thing and Sky got rid of him. And look what happened. He ended up a director at Matchroom, Barney Francis. Jobs for the boys. They're all looking after each other. I'm not saying that there's been cash payments in envelopes under the table. I'm not saying that. I mean, how dare I say that? No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this. Adam Smith's on outside looking in with boxing now. And he's not going to be trusted. Now, whatever Sky are planning, they're going to try and not let Adam Smith know. Now, traps will be set. This is how boxing works. Traps will be set to see who opens the pie hole. Let me tell you. Now, what Sky need to do, they need to lock up their matches. Lock them up. That's what they need to do. And not let anybody know what they're doing. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. Don't do it. And that's where Sky made the mistake before. They gave Eddie Hearn that big, massive, long-term deal. He was just going to ride roughshod over him, wasn't he? And what did he do? Still shit on him, didn't he? He pulled his pants down, got his knob out, and he took a piss from 5th balcony. Eh? That's what he did. He took a piss. They were playing water sports and they were all underneath getting soaked. Eddie, pray, Eddie. They were all like that, getting covered in piss. That's what he did. And now look, he's left him high and dry, hasn't he? But Eddie's a smart cookie. He's still left himself in a position where they've still got a couple of toes in the door at Sky, but they haven't got any boxing, have they, for 4 years now? So it's going to be very interesting moving forward. But personally, if I were a Sky owner or main people at Sky, I'd drop a lot of them and say, make your own way, gone. Get gone. Whatever money you've had, consider it severance pay. Take the train, get out of fucking Dodge. That's what I'd be saying. I'm just filming, mate. Let me call you back. 2 minutes. He always rings me when I'm filming him. So, point I want to make is this, right? Point I want to make is this. I need something to cover that sun. Too black. It's too bright for my eyes, man, in the morning. Point I want to make is this, right? Bean would stick a knife in you as look at you. Any of you in boxing, straight in back. He's not called the dungeon master for naught, you know. He'd stick a knife in you, do a Dennis Nielsen on you. That's what he'd do. And dismember all your body parts. That's what he's capable of. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it when I was 21-year-old in Hull. People were saying, see him over there? I says, yeah, I'm on special unit. I went, yeah. I said, he looks a bit dodgy, doesn't he? He killed loads of people and cut all the body parts up and put them in ovens and that. You see, there's things like that go on in this country, and the mainstream media, they don't report on it. They don't report on stuff like that. Do you know why? Because it would freak the public out. It would freak us out. Do you know, like Dennis Nielsen in prison, man? There's loads of Dennis Nielsens. And you know how you get to know about it? You can be sitting in your cell listening to Liverpool-Arsenal game on radio, and then you'll say, oh, well, what are you in for then, Trevor? You know, go, no, serious and that, nothing worth bragging about. So what's that then? Oh, I just killed all my family. Oh, that's what happens. And what are you in for, like, Porky? Oh, I'll just give someone a clump in a pub. Oh, all right. Oh, and yeah, so you killed all your family then, Trev? Yeah, can I read your depositions? Yeah. Give me his depositions. I'm like, true story. Me and a kid from Sheffield called Dennis Norton, John Norton's brother. He passed away and he was a lovely kid then. I never forget him because when I moved in a cell with Dennis Norton, it was my 21st birthday, October 19th. Yeah, and I'll never forget. He looked after me in prison and he was all right when we showed him at ropes, you know, on adult wing. So I was a bit leery when I was a YP. But when I went over there, you had to be quiet because there were predators in there, you know, like Paul Sykes, people like that. But yeah, the mainstream media are not going to tell us about things like that, are they? They're not going to do that. But there's loads of people like that in prison. There's people doing life, and they're like, life means life. And they're just mingling with normal people who are in prison for like driving offences or, you know, affray in pubs and stuff like that, or shoplifting. You've got people, and they slice body parts up and put them all in ovens and stuff like that. But they don't report this in the Sun, the Daily Mirror, the Daily Mail, because they freak us all out. But trust me, these people are out there. And do you know what these people are? Scary! These people are scary people. It's not the local doorman that you're scared of down the road. It's the people like Beanie. People like him. I'm not, look, he probably hasn't done all like that, but that sort of build and that sort of personality, you look at people like that and I look at them people like that now, and I think back to Trevor in 91 in Hull HMP, Eden Road, Hull, HU9 is it? Postcode, I'll never forget. Or HU159LS, something like that, Eden Road, with North Sea coming in and bars on windows with no glass in, and you're like that at night. And Trevor's off at road going, "Night, Porky!" Night, Trev. Shut that door, Dennis. Jesus, he might cut us up. But yeah, so that's how I look at it. And this with Sky at the moment, this with Sky at the moment, they're not going to trust Bean with anything. Of course, there's a rumour doing rounds that he's Eddie Hearn's mole. He's going to report back because Eddie Hearn knows if he's out on his hero at DAZN, he's in a tight spot. They're going to have to go all Box Nation, aren't they, and do something like that. I mean, it's not that long ago, Barry Hearn were wanting to know how much Box Nation were for sale for, because trust me, they could have dropped to bollock going to DAZN. Or they might not have dropped to bollock. They might cash in, because they're about cash, them. They're not about boxing or sport in general. They're about cash. They go on about legacy and all that, but they were willing to put Leyton Orient in the same stadium as West Ham. Well, what about legacy? Barry Hearn built on 3 corners of the land at Leyton Orient. When he couldn't get permission for the 4th corner, they wanted to jump on into Olympic Stadium. These people are about money. They're not about sport. They're about money and legacy. Their legacy is money. Because greed reaches inside you. It reaches inside into the core of you. That's what greed does. And that's just my opinion. Just I thought I'd share that with you. So I think that there'll be boxing managers ringing Sky up now, and they'll be worried because, for example, look at Sam Jones, or AKA Scam Jones. Look at a scammer. When Dubois got beat by Joyce, he was hanging out the back of Frank Warren. But then what did he do? He jumped over with Eddie Hearn, and everybody was saying, "Oh, it looks like Joe Joyce is going to Eddie now." Sam Jones were at every matchroom show, blah, de blah. Now look what's happened. Oh my God. Now look. He realises that, do you know what? We're not going to get that Usyk fight now. So he's gone back with Frank now. He's hanging out the back of Frank now. He's like that with Frank's hula hoop. That's what he's doing, isn't it, Sam Jones? You don't call me lizard around here for no, you know. But that's what's going on. So what we have to do, we have to call these people out on their bullshit, on their hula hooping. Because that's what this is, Edward. Hula hooping on a massive scale. It's out of control. But I like to do it with a bit of comedy and a bit of... There's English, isn't there? And there's Porklish. We have to talk Porklish, don't we? You know what I mean? We don't have to sit there like Dean White going, it is what it is, and all that. I'm sick of people saying it is what it is. No, it fucking isn't. It is what it isn't. Get it fucking right, man. Jeez, all these hula hoopers, all these so-called gangsters in boxing, People who think the gangsters think the bad men. Listen, you know, bad men, you know, when they get to prison, right? I'm one of them leaning on railings when they walk in, because it used to happen to me when I were a newbie. I'm leaning on railings and I'm like, he won't last 2 minutes. They walk in like that, and then they go in the cell, and you know what we do? We take bets on how long it is before they go, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And that Dean White, I've seen bigger than him roaring for the missus, let me out! He's one of them, he's arseless. Isn't that right, Dean White? If you're not arseless, come and see your Uncle fucking Porky, mate. I'm not fucking bothered about you or any of them gimps you knock around with. And Spencer Fearon, you've got a fucking big mouth as well. Trappy, old Trappy. Remember when you fucked up at Sky, don't you, Spencer? You remember when Spencer Fearon fucked up at Sky, don't we? Hey? Yeah, and I've heard Dylan White didn't feel a drug test, but I've heard Oscar Rivers did. What a load of bollocks going into bat for Dylan White and Eddie Hearn and Sky. But you went too far, didn't you, Spencer? You went too far with your lies and your bullshit. Utter my name again and I'm going to play something on this channel, Spencer. And I will fucking ruin you, you prick. I think it's time to start really exposing people. I think it's time to start telling some proper truths, some proper boxing truths about this shower of shit. Because I'm from fucking crime world, me. I used to be a naughty cunt. And let me tell you this. There's more honour amongst people in prison and drug dealers and armed robbers than there is in the sport of fucking boxing. And I thought, you know what? It's got to be better. That boxing's got to be better than what I'm doing. That's why I got one of my pals in Swinton who used to look after Dennis Hobson's dad's greyhounds in early 70s. I got him to get me in and get me to go see Dennis and all them up there, AJ and them. And well, what can I say? What can I say? And I thought it were better, but it ain't, is it? Shit houses, 97%. Shit houses. There's more honour amongst thieves, let me tell you. That's what this is, Edward. There's more honour amongst thieves. But we're going to plough forward. We're going to mix it up a little bit. Next week, we'll mix it up a little bit. And we're going to be coming out with some different things, different ideas. Because I'm just losing my fucking cool here all the time with this shit. I'm losing my cool and I am ready to really start fucking exposing people in this fucking sport for what they are. And if they've got a fucking problem, they need to come and knock on my fucking door. All right? Knock on my fucking door here. I'm not hard to find. Because at the moment, the sport's dying on its ass. I agree with Paulie Malignaggi's interview on IFL, that down market YouTube channel that's controlled by MTK and Matchroom. I agree with Paulie Malignaggi's interview where he says that these YouTubers are just jumping queue. There's kids putting the time in boxing, and then somebody gets a bit of a profile. They go do a bit of boxing. Before you know where you are, they're all over the internet. People could say the same about YouTubers, couldn't they, like me, that talk boxing and stick it to people. But, and you know, your Steve Bunces, Jeff Powell and Ron Lewis, people like that, Pat Sheen and Colin Hart, you know, the old guard. But they're not going to tell it like we tell it, are they? See, I give an opinion and I tell the truth. If anybody's got a problem with it, roll the fucking dice. That's what I say. Roll the dice. But like I've just said, there's no fucking videos coming down off my channel. We're going all the fucking way. Let me tell you, all the way. Only time videos come down, and if there's a mistake or there's a legal issue, but I can assure you that it'll fucking be going back up. But notes coming down off my channel, so I just want to put that out there. And we're moving forward. We're here to stay. We've got more backing. Got more backing here from SYPS. And we're going to be here. I'm going to be here at least till 2022 November. That's about that one. So we've got another. I'm going to be doing this for at least another 16, 17 months. All right. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And thank you very much to all you on the members area that pay you £5.99 every single month. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. As you know, YouTube takes 30% off us, and the rest of it goes into production. So nobody's making anything. We're just doing this to bump the channel up and get it out there. All right, we're up to 7,500 subscribers, and in next 2 weeks we'll be hitting 3 million views. In the last 6 months, we've done over 1 million. But in the first 2 years, I only did 1 million. So how's about that? 2 years, 1 million it took me. No, 3 years to do 2 million views. And in the last 6 months, I've done 1 million. So everything's doubling now, innit? All right. Peace out. One love.